moving it from one pile and putting it into another.
When we cleared all of this, we discovered this thing right here. Apparently it's called a crawl space.
But at least it's dry now, because at first it flooded right to the top and I didn't know why, so I checked all the other crawl spaces and the same thing.
Anyway, I stuck one of my cameras right here, and then when it rains I'll be able to see why it's flooding. I thought I got rid of these. It's bloody fleas again. Right, okay. Very toxic, so I'm gonna stick them down, set them off, and just run for my life. All right, let's go.
Now, I wish I could say that was the end of it, but you'll see in a minute what my camera's picked up.
So where I'm sat there, it used to look like this. This is before it was a castle. The gentleman there is called John Christensen, and this was his farm. He had a lot of businesses. One of those was the first Ford dealership in Galveston. It's now the post office. And as he grew older, he bought land in Altaloma, which is where we are now. He planted all kinds of stuff. Fig trees, oaks, but mostly pecans. When he planted the trees, he said in the future they will furnish a great deal of shade. So the problem is coming from up here. Behind all this,
But after this has finished flooding, it'd go next door into the garage. That'd fill up under there, and that crawl space would go to the top as well. So
Santa Fe Castle. You've got Ian, the urban explorer, checking out his crawl space. There's shit everywhere, husband. There's nothing to get. There's a sump pump and a hole. There's a sump pump and a hole. There's a sump pump and a hole. There's a sump pump and a hole.
hey,
Hey. Oh my God, is that your suit?
yeah. Actually, the fix at the back was pretty easy. All I had to do, right, was get these sump pumps, stick one in the corner, and right there, it'd pump all the water into that middle drain, and we're all good.
Oh, my bloody back's hurting. But there's no water in here anymore, which is great. Lots of animal crap though.
The front, however, was a bit of a different issue. Meanwhile, the place was falling apart. But on a lighter note, if you want to own a bit of a castle, this brick is now on eBay. Link in description and you can bid there. So we pumped all this water out, got it empty, but then the next day it rained non-stop for 3 days straight.
All that pumping for nothing. His thing has made him an absolute pain in my British butt cheeks. We came here to renovate it. We can't even stop it from getting worse.
That's why the floors have kind of separated from the building, which isn't great. I'd rather the floors were connected to the walls, but you can't have everything in life. Pumps weren't enough here. We had to get water away, because right now it sticks right here, and it has nowhere else to go. So yes, lots of regrading to do, but first, somehow, I've got to knock this down. This isn't original or anything, but I still kind of like it. Not only is it falling apart, but it's got this thing growing out of it, like a tree. The problem with trees is that they actually grow, and, you know, I guess this was no exception. I couldn't believe what we found inside of it, so...
There's a sump pump and a hole. There's a sump pump and a hole. There's a sump pump and a hole.
It's a sump pump and a hole, they say. Yet when you see it at the break of day, floodwaters threaten, they make me frown. This humble machine prevents a nervous breakdown. So in darkness, our hero stands proud, so tall. The sump pump from Harbour Frights to answer the call.
Nice. Wow, it's still pumping water.
All right, He-Man. Will you take off your hat? You look like a weirdo.
As I was doing this, all of a sudden I heard this kind of crack, and then the tree moved. I never seen a tree move in my life. It was terrifying. Like, they're not meant to, are they? They're supposed to just kind of stay there. I realised at that point the platform was probably keeping the tree up.
Yeah, I think this is a better angle, so they can't really see me. Husband, you should come in your hard hat.
Now the tree had done this thing. As it grew, it absorbed a lot of the platform. It was like this hybrid half tree, half building. Inside was cement, rebar.
That's crazy. Wow.
Annoying for my tree guys. Also annoying for me when I've got a tree that's more structurally sound than the castle. So the days of flooding are gone, I think. I do want a moat eventually. Kristen doesn't.
Oh, my bloody back. I'm gonna vlog normally next time. But yeah, I've learnt a lot doing this. I've learnt that Instagram goes absolutely apeshit when you cut a tree down. A major part of it all is sacrifice.
And now we get to work on the inside. All this water has made things a bit trickier for us, but we will do it, and this is going to work out. The only thing more important to a man than purpose is tea. Because when you have tea, you have hope. And when you have hope, anything is possible.